Welcome to your November Influence newsletter, and we really are now into the dark days of autumn. And it feels a bit like that with regard to directors' economic confidence. Every month we take a snapshot of that through our Policy Voice surveys, and we calculate what we call DECI, that's the Directors' Economic Confidence Indicator. And for many months now, it's been a level of around minus 25, minus 26, and minus 26 is the latest level for September. And that is the balance of IoD members who are optimistic versus pessimistic about the outlook for the economy. So you can see it at our current level of minus 26, we're stuck in a rather pessimistic level. And it's been at pretty much that level for the last 4 months. Now, for any improvement in confidence to occur, I suspect that we may need to get past the autumn statement on the 22nd of November, where the Chancellor Jeremy Hunt will be putting forward his tax and spending priorities. So particularly important this time, as we're not that far away from a general election. The IoD has gone in with some clear asks on behalf of members. We'd like to make the capital expensing measure, which was introduced as a temporary measure, permanent. We feel that this has really helped business investment in these difficult times, and therefore we think we should keep it. We also want to see the government help companies that invest in training in areas of national skills shortage. And they can do that by providing an appropriate tax credit. And we'd also like to see more transparency around the payment practices of large companies in terms of paying their suppliers. I know that's a long-standing issue for our members. Now, one of the topics which is being talked about all the time at the moment, in many contexts, is artificial intelligence. And we've been having discussions with the Secretary of State for Business and Trade, Kemi Badenoch, on how to regulate AI. Now, the UK is not the only country in the world that's thinking about this. There have been recent measures in the United States, and the EU is planning its own AI Regulation Act. But we want to make sure that whatever comes through in the UK is going to make sense for business, is going to, of course, protect society from some of the more dystopian visions that are being expressed about AI, but also allow scope for innovation and the sort of maximum productivity benefits of using AI in the UK economy. Finally, I'd like to tell you about a new initiative that the IoD has recently launched. We've established a commission to develop a code of conduct for directors. Now, this is a project that we've been talking about for some time, and we've been encouraged to move forward with it by the government. But now we've established a commission under the chairmanship of Lord Ian McNicol, and we have 16 prominent people who are forming part of that commission. They're going to produce a report in the spring, and then we will put out that report for a public consultation and a consultation with IoD members, so that a much wider group of business leaders can actually have their input into this initiative. It's all about trying to build trust in directors, in business leaders, and because we believe that directors need to retain their freedom to operate. They need to retain their ability to exercise their own judgment. And if they're not trusted, then of course there is the danger of a regulatory burden coming down upon them, which is not something that we want. Thank you very much.